Good morning, guys. Unfrequent World Photography. I'm trying to look happy, but I'm not right now. I've got a problem with my Tamron Adaptall lens connector and my Kenko Pro that I had on the camera this morning, and I've got the adapter stuck on here. What happened was it was mounted on the camera, and I was on the backwards side of the camera, and I reached around to release the lens, and I actually ended up pushing the release on the Kenko Pro, which would release the adapter and the lens, and because I was on the wrong side of the camera, I turned the lens the wrong way, and I'll show you what happened. The chipped adapter inside here slid past the pins, the connectors on the Kenko Pro, and now it's stuck on there. I've had this problem once before. It's a nightmare, guys. I had it on my A99 stuck there, and I had to take the whole camera apart to fix it before. I think what I'm going to do here is wedge a piece of paper in there so that the pins get depressed and the adapter rides up over top of them. It's getting stuck on the pins that push in and out. I'll show you guys that right now. There's a close-up shot of the pins, guys, and I'll just show you that they depress here. Like so. So if you guys can see in there, there are 4 pins sticking out. I have 4 more that are under the chip. So the chip, this mount locks over to the right, and the chip is supposed to line up. There's 8 connector pins on that chip, and they line up with each one of these pins down here, and it's supposed to stop there, and it does. But when you press the release, if you turn this the wrong way, you can keep going, and that's exactly what I've done. And now it's stuck. It will not come back because the last pin there is stopping the chip from coming back. So what you've got to do now is find a way to depress those 4 pins and try to slide this back without breaking anything. A real nightmare. Okay, guys, so now you've got to depress each one of these pins and come back with it. So real nightmare. Because you got one hand on a tool and one hand on here, so how do you spin this adapter to come back? Okay, so what I've done is I've mounted the Kenko Pro back onto the camera so that it holds it for me, and I'm going to try to work like this. This is actually working pretty good, guys. Except now we're running into a problem where one of these pins back here, there, you've got to push in and apply pressure. One of those pins back there was coming back up and catching somewhere else on the chip. Oh, I don't know if they make them. I don't own any. I've never seen it. But what the adapter needs to solve that problem would be a little screw out here on the outside, right where that red dot is, you know, 3/4 of an inch over here as a hard stop. So when you mount it on the camera, you could only turn it so far. Then it would hit in here, on here, and stop. And then you would not be able to proceed to slide that adapter with the chip past the connector pins where it's not supposed to go. So if they make one, guys, I haven't seen it, but if you know of one, maybe share it in the comments down below. And everybody, just be aware of that. Do not go past where it clicks into the camera. When you push this button to release your lens, you can slide it either way. You can keep going to the right, or you can go back. So just make sure you do not proceed forward. Well, I've got to be happy about that, guys, because that came off pretty easy. The last time this happened, it was an hour to fix it, and I had to wedge a piece of paper under there to help the chip slide over top of all the pins. That's another good idea. There's a multitude of ways you can fix this. None of them are fun. You can take the camera apart. That definitely I don't recommend. But that's the price you pay, guys, for using the adapters of any kind on these cameras, and you've got to watch that. Be very careful to not go past that stop. So I hope this video helps somebody somewhere along the line. I'm going to go out and shoot some macro stuff in the backyard. Maybe I'll throw some samples on the video here for you guys to check out. have a good day. Get out and shoot as much as you can, and good luck.